Hi guys, it's Sandy with Urban Rebel Designs in Aztec, New Mexico, and thanks for joining me tonight. I wanted to do something a little different tonight, so we're going to be working, see if I can back up here, on noodle boards tonight. And we're going to be using the Voodoo Gel Stain. Dixie Belle has two different types of stain. They have the Voodoo Gel Stain, which is water-based and what we'll be using tonight. And they also have the No Pain Gel Stain. This is oil-based and we're not going to use it tonight, but I just wanted to show it to you. The look that we're going for tonight is sort of a gray, weathered look. Hey Ellen, hey Dawn, hey Amy. So I'm going to start with the Up in Smoke Voodoo Gel Stain, and because it's water-based, I'm not really going to worry about getting it on my hands, and I apply it a little differently than most people do because I use one of these synthetic silk sponges. When you get them, they're round, and I just cut mine in half. So I am just going to apply, if I can get it open, a little bit of my Up in Smoke Voodoo Gel Stain directly to my sponge, and then I like to try to get a little bit on the wood first, and then I go into the corners so I can make sure that they're nicely covered. And then you just want to be sure that you use nice long strokes. I'm going to need a little bit more. Actually, because this is raw wood, I'm going to use my continuous spray mister bottle and dampen my wood just a little bit. This will also help the product go a little bit farther. And all we're doing is long strokes back and forth. Get a little bit more on here. And I know this is a little bit different way of using the stain. This is just what works best for me. And that's the cool thing about Dixie Belle products and painting in general, is find what works for you and do that. It really doesn't matter what everybody else does. Do what works best for you. So now we have our Up in Smoke Voodoo Gel Stain. I'm going to do a little bit bigger area so you'll have an easier time seeing when I finish the demo. And all I'm doing is just nice long, fairly even strokes. Get in my corners really well. If you go back in your corner like I just did, I can show you here, I went back so I could get it in the corner better. Always finish it off going in the same direction as the grain of the wood. Now I'm not going to use a clean sponge. I'm just going to dampen this sponge a little bit, and I'm going to switch to the Black Magic Gel Stain. I always like to shake everything up really well. I've used this one before, so I've got a little piece on the top. And again, I'm just adding it to my sponge. And I'm going directly over the top of where I did the gray. And what this is going to do is it's going to give us more of an aged, almost a gray barnwood look. And right here, I don't know if you can see, but right here I have a little dent in the wood, so I'm just going to make sure that I get that filled in with the stain nicely. And I may add a little bit more water to make it go a little smoother and a little farther. That's a great thing about using a water-based gel stain. You can thin it out. A lot of people will say less is more. Sometimes more is more. Let's be honest. All you girls out there, can I get a big amen that sometimes more is more? I mean, can you ever have too much glitter? Really? My husband would say yes. So I'm just going back and forth between the two different colors, because when I get them on the wood, I'm going to blend them anyway. So I'm not going to, honestly, I'm not going to mess up two sponges and make a bigger mess. So I just keep alternating between the two different colors of stain. And notice the long strokes always with the grain of the wood. If you have to go back against the grain, then go back and pull that out. Another great thing about the Voodoo Gel Stain, because it's water-based, it will dry in about 15 minutes. So this will be dry to the touch, and I could do whatever top coat that I decide to do, probably in 10 or 15 minutes. Here in New Mexico, especially in the summer, things will dry a whole lot faster. If you live in, say, the southeast, where it's nice and humid, then it's going to take it a little bit longer. Yes, sir, I have a question.
Rich Chapman wanted to know, can you use it over chalk paint?
Yes, Rich, you can. That's a great question, and a lot of times I will do that. I have even mixed some of the Voodoo Gel Stain with gator hide when I'm doing a top coat. If I want to have just a little bit of the stained look, I'll mix it with gator hide and use it that way. It goes beautifully over chalk paint. It acts sort of as a glaze. I actually use the Voodoo Gel Stain probably a little bit more than I do the No Pain Gel Stain, because it's oil-based. It's a little time consuming for cleanup for me. When I do things, I want them done, I want them out. In case you didn't notice by that comment, I'm a little bit impatient. Now, again, we're working on a noodle board. I'll hold this up if I can. So for those of you who don't know, a noodle board is a fancy name for a stovetop cover. So this sits on top of your stove eyes and gives you a little extra counter space or a little more organization. And tonight we will be giving away an 8-ounce jar of paint, your choice of color. What you need to do is like this post, comment, and share this post. And then after the video is finished, Dixie Belle will go back and they're going to choose a winner. So I've almost got the base of this done, and I wanted to show you on the back, because you can see it a little bit better, how easily this works. So I'm going to start with my Up in Smoke, and Up in Smoke is a gorgeous soft gray color. And again, long strokes with the grain of the wood. And you'll notice that I'm not really even worried about dry time when I add the Black Magic Voodoo Gel Stain, because I do want them to blend. I'm going for a really rustic, aged look on this. And it's just that easy.
Some people are having trouble hearing.
I'm sorry if you're having trouble hearing me. I'll yell. Thanks for joining me tonight. Again, the difference between the Voodoo Gel Stain and the No Pain Gel Stain, they're both fabulous products. Each product has its own use. The Voodoo Gel Stain is water-based, so I'm not really worried about my manicure or lack thereof, or getting it on my hands, because I'll simply wash it away. The No Pain Gel Stain is it's not really a thicker stain, it's more saturated, and it is oil-based, so there's a little bit more to the cleanup on it. Again, I'm Sandy with Urban Rebel Designs in Aztec, New Mexico. I hope you've enjoyed my little demo, and thank you.